I always say that on a quarterly basis, every 3 months, it's wise to stop, do an inventory of what your day consists of. Prioritize that day according to what is most meaningful, powerful, productive, maybe profitable, and delegate the rest to somebody else, which allows you to get on the things that are most meaningful. Or otherwise, you're going to consistently do things that are lower priority things, and in the process of doing it, because you're holding yourself back by not delegating. And you can only grow as far as you can streamline, prioritize, and delegate.
Delegation is part of the growth.
I travel the world. I do 4 things. I research, I write, I travel, I speak, I delegate the rest.
Yeah, so you're not busy with business and this and this. If you had to,
it would stop me from my inspiration and creativity if I was having to do the things that are not fun.
So what I think you're saying to do is reassess what I value, because how do you get to the core of what you value?
Well, I have a whole system I call the DeMartini method of value determining, but in a nutshell, there's some highlights.
Yeah.
One is look very carefully how you fill your space.
Well, I fill my personal
space. If I went to your home or your space, business or whatever, I would bet that there's probably books there. There's research material.
That's all that's in my apartment.
Okay, well, that would be my suspicion, because that tells me that you love absorbing creative ideas on personal development and human potential and consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything relating to that will probably fill your space.
Absolutely.
So that's an indicator of your value. The second thing is, how do you spend your time? You always have time for the things that are most important. You make it.
Yeah.
You'll tend to overlook something to get to do that. Right. So you spend time with it. The next is, how do you spend your energy? Now, let me give you a little skit here.
Yeah.
Imagine I have a new girlfriend, because my wife passed away.
Right.
I have a new girlfriend. One of her highest values is traveling the world and maintaining her beauty and going maybe shopping at diamond places. So if she's asleep and it's 11:30, and this is a true experience, 11:30 at night, I go up to her. I said, "Hi, honey, are you going to sleep? Because you had a long day, a little tired." "Oh, well, I didn't know if I would disturb you right now." And I said, "Oh, well, she was really just about to fade." I said, "Well, I just want to know if maybe, I bought some tickets to go to Venice, and the flight is a private jet that leaves at 1 a.m. and we're leaving in 2 hours. I didn't know if you'd want to pack and go to Venice and spend a week and shop and have a romantic week in Venice." Up she was, ready to go and shower, clean up, ready to go. So we always have the energy for that which is highest on our value. We'll make the energy.
Yeah.
So we look at the indicator of that. The next thing is where you spend your money. Yeah. Whatever resources come in on a monthly basis, you will automatically prioritize it according to your values and spend according to that. Right. And if it's way low on your values, you'll run out of money before it.
Right.
And if it's really high on your values, you'll make sure you spend it. And so if a person has on their highest values, children's education, children's health, etc., as the money comes in, if they double their income, they'll just double the quality of the money automatically. Just like a person, people go where they're appreciated most and where they're managed. And so money's the same way. Money automatically flows to whoever appreciates it most and knows how to organize it, manage it, and use it wisely. Can I share some more on the values?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one was, how do you fill your space? How do you spend your time? How do you spend your energy? How do you spend your money? Yeah. I call it the STEM.
Yeah.
The next thing is, where are you most disciplined and focused and reliable?
That.
Because that is what's highest on your value. So you're disciplined. I guarantee you're going to be sitting there reading a book, and if it's a new book and you think it's unconscious and you're going to be reading it, you're going to be cutting edge of it. You're going to want to interview them.
Right.
Okay, so look at where you're most disciplined, reliable, and focused. That's a sign of your highest value. The next one is where you're most organized and ordered. Because if you look carefully in your life, you're organized automatically in the areas that are highest value. So you probably know where everything is in your library.
Absolutely.
Okay, now, the next thing is, what do you think about most? You're dreaming at night, you got your hands under your head, you're concentrating on it, you're contemplating all these things you've learned about consciousness and trying to sort them through. Your innermost dominant thought has a lot to do with your highest value. The next thing is your internal vision. You visualize a certain outcome. You visualize meeting people, doing dialogues, having them come and speak so you can learn, doing and putting this book out there and touching people's lives. That vision, look at what that is, because that innermost vision is also part of that highest value. The next is your internal dialogue. You look carefully. You're talking to yourself constantly about things.
Right.
Even if when you're by yourself, you're actually in dialogue.
Yes, of course. Yes.
That dialogue, if you could capture that and put it on video and listen to that, it's telling you what's highest on your value. And then if you look at what, in a social setting, a group of people are hanging around at a dinner or something like that, everybody's trying to get the conversation over to what's important to them. So if their kids are important, they'll go, "How are your kids?" Their business is important, they'll go, "How's business?" Whatever's important to them, they'll move the conversation. The next two things is, what do you emotionally react to, and what are your goals? And the last one is, what are you most inspired by? Those are the determinants of your value.
How do we fit this personal, this is the last question because just about out of time, and these personal values into a kind of cosmic soul experience here on Earth?
Well, a person's spiritual experience is directly congruent with their highest value. So if a person's highest value is building business and building wealth,
Yep.
they will feel that God put them on the planet to do that.
Yeah.
Their highest value is raising a family. They'll feel that that's what their God-given mission. Like Rose Kennedy, when she looked at her mission statement, it was, I dedicate my life to raising a family of worldly.
Wow.
That's her spiritual quest. So our spiritual quest is always the top 4 or 5 of our hierarchy of values. That's what we're dedicated to. That's what we feel we're on the planet to do. Our spirituality is unique, and no one has the right or wrong spirituality. It's all unique, like a finger. And that's what we want to honor, spirituality that's all encompassing of all people.
John DeMartini will be giving a breakthrough intensive in New York, March 18th and 19th, and then also June 9th and 10th of this year, 2007. If you have any interest in doing that, because it's 2 days of this kind of cutting edge information and personal knowledge has changed people's lives, and I'm going to do it. It has changed people's lives that I know, so I highly recommend it, and the books that Dr. DeMartini got. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, Al.
And I look forward to speaking and doing the breakthrough.
I look forward to it. We're going to have fun time.
We are. Thank you for watching. This is New Realities. I'm Alan Steinfeld, and if you want to reach me, it's New Realities.